It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Well, welcome to the morning show. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies. Whoop, whoop. Here we go.
You're all fired up. Well, listen.
I'm excited. Today's the day, baby. I know we were talking about it.
Election day.
It's it.
I'm ready for it to be over.
Well, I am too, but I'm excited that it's finally here.
I am too.
I'm going to be glued to my phone all day, even though I got to go to work and be there till 7. But polls close at 7:30, so, I mean, I would have just been stuck like this all day. I've been stuck like this for the past 4 or 5 days, just reading everything I can read, trying to get a feel.
All right, and I'm with you, all right? So you want to read and get a feel of what's going on. There is so much opposites on TV right now. Well, as far as what they think is going to happen.
See, I don't have regular TV. My stuff is all streaming.
Well, even on streaming, you see
I don't go to because the streaming that I have.
I get it.
I don't. Yeah, the free TV that you can get has news stations, but sadly, I don't like any of them. So
there you go.
So I have to go to a secondary, which I follow some people on Instagram that turn out the news. I think they're more truthful. And so I go and read that stuff.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of crowd out there.
There's a lot of
people
crowd
that are so one-sided, and they're going to lean it no matter what. You're not always getting the facts. You're getting whatever's leaned out there, for their direction that fold it. And that's why I said there's stuff showing on both sides, that this is going to happen or this is going to happen. So you never know.
No, but you're right. There was something a while back, and I wanted to know exactly what the truth was, and I wasn't getting it from any of the media stations. You go to CNN, MSNBC, Fox, whatever your preference is, but the opposing views, and I knew it's like there's no way, one way or the other. I said there's somewhere in the middle that the actual story is. I couldn't find the truth until I went on here and social media. And you find a couple of people out there that are doing their own thing, and they're just staunch. These are the facts. This is the truth. This is what we heard from this side. This is what we heard from this side. And here you go, make your decision. I couldn't find that on the news sites. It was all swinging one way or the other. And I thought, this is crazy to me that I can't find the truth. Until I finally searched it out and I found it. And some people don't do that. They just take one side or the other. That's the gospel, and low informed, voters. And so they stick with that. And it's a sad day that's the way it is.
And there's a lot of people that are like that. They don't want to hear about the other side.
Yeah.
And then so you do look at, and the sad part is news today is not about the facts. It's all about what their opinion is. And it's just been like that for a long time.
A really long time.
And which is sad. I mean, you would like to just present me with the facts and let me decide either way which way I want to go. But that just doesn't seem to happen.
No. I was telling Scooter about watching Joe Rogan and Elon Musk podcast, and they talked about something I didn't even know about. It's called Community Notes. You have X, and, there's a lot of controversy now that he allows everything. Well, within the reason of the law and free speech, yes. I mean, free speech is about even the voices that you don't like, even the people's opinions that you don't like. They are free to say what they want within reason on his platform, that it doesn't break the law. But then I've got to search it today. I didn't have time this morning getting ready to come onto the show, and I watched the podcast late last night. But I've got to reach this out because that's all this site is the truth. You can get on there about a certain topic, you can research it, and you're going to have people that go and put the source material, the actual thing that a candidate said, the actual.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because that's what happens is they take these sound bites, they take half of a sentence, and both of them do it to both sides. I'm not stupid. They take these sound bites and twist it and out of context, But you got to
it's
go.
easy to happen.
Yeah, and then you go to try to find the actual source material of what somebody actually said, the whole thing in its entirety, so you can listen to it and then form your opinion about it. And it can be difficult to find sometimes, but that's what this place is for. People go and post the actual source material, so you can sit and listen to what they actually said, and you're just like,
you can determine what they meant by
exactly.
it.
Yeah, and so when you watch some of that stuff, comparative where you saw it somewhere else where they twisted it up, and you think, oh my gosh, they're just bold-faced lying, and that
it happens a lot.
It happens a lot, and it's not supposed to be that way.
No, but it is, and it's how it's been, and unfortunately, that is just how it rolls.
Right.
I mean,
But you need those places to where you can go and get the truth.
Yep.
And it's open source, it's open based, where nobody is manipulating it. It's anybody can go in there, kind of like Wikipedia. You can go in and put stuff. If it's found to be wrong, then somebody comes in and changes it. You cite source material, why you think it should have been, why this was wrong and this is right. But it's all based in fact and truth. It's not opinion. It's you can't go in and just put your opinion on there. No, you've got to back it up with source material, so that way you can say, well, this is why this is, and here's the link, and then you click on it and you can go see it. So it's something that I've got to research today, because I'll be going to it a lot. I mean, I'm tired of not being able to find the actual truth on something.
Well, hopefully we will know by this evening where we're at.
I think we will.
I think we'll know by. And I know that they've got a lot of mail-in votes and stuff, but usually it's already determined before those even get in. So
yeah,
hopefully by this evening we will know and be able to move on.
Yep. Well, and we look at just Baxter County. I was reading that 50% of the vote is in already.
Yep.
15,627 people have cast their ballot.
A lot of early
in Baxter
voting.
County. A lot of early voting. And it's an uptick on the Republican side. Usually they vote the day of. Democrats mainly are the early voters. Mail-in ballots are early voters. And this go around, it's not that way. It's so it's going to be interesting, but I think it'll be known tonight.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be 3 or 4 days from now.
No, I think it'll be known tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, baby.
Hopefully it's all done.
Mm-hmm. But I'm so ready for it.
Oh, I'm ready for it to be done.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what else is going on with you?
Rain. But I tell you what,
this has been some rain. Now, we needed some, don't get me wrong. I mean, there was burn bans everywhere. I get it.
But did we need flooding rain?
Holy cow.
I was on my way to work yesterday. Let me take it.
We'll pause. We'll wait. Please hold.
Thank you. But there was areas, like you're going out towards Ozarks Farm and Lawn. And just before you get there, on the right side, the old bus station, it's like I don't know what it is now, and then on the left you got the tech center, but right there, it's low lying.
Yes.
You got the top of the hill, and then it kind of it curves up. Flooded on the right side of the road. There's a road to a subdivision back there. It's over the top of that road and going into that bus station parking lot. I mean, and their parking lot is flooded. And that was just one area that I seen. So it's going to be interesting. We have Kevin Litty, Baxter County judge, coming on today because he knows the county. He's getting reports.
He'll be able to see
and
what
I want to know, what they're hearing, what they're seeing.
Bob came in yesterday and he said college right there by the college was all flooded over by the library. All that was flooded out.
Yeah.
And that was yesterday morning.
Yeah. I was seeing social media pictures and I couldn't see whether or not it was over the walking trail, but I knew going under the bridge there was no way. I mean, who would be out walking anyways in that? But on my way home, or I went home during the day and crossed the bridge, and there was a city truck on the bridge with the flashers on, and down by the creek bed, I guess you call it, it's not a river, but creek bed, they had a backhoe, and they were digging out where it goes underneath that path. I guess it had so much stuff had rushed and it was clogging it that they were having to dig it out. So
my son works for one of the boat docks, and he's been out there. They've been constantly pulling in
I bet.
all the boat docks because of the water's rising so fast. They forget how many feet they said it rose within no time at all. So it makes you see once we get to that point where we're going to be at.
Right. Well, my house yesterday. Carla goes to leave. She parked in the garage and got a leak in my roof. Okay. So I go up in the attic and I'm looking and I can see where it's coming down. One of the beams, one of the trusses, whatever you want to call it. And it's, about 1/3 way down from the ridge cap. Okay. And it's coming in right on the top of a board, right on one of them trusses. Yeah. But on the left side, there's nothing. On the right side, you can see the water, and it's right at a beam that goes down to the flat truss. And then that's where it was leaking onto the drywall and coming into the garage. But you can see it running down the beam, and it goes to the edge of the garage wall and the garage door, and it's leaking there too, and you can see it coming through the drywall. But I was like, how's it on one side and not the other? So I'm like, I'm going to have to get on the roof. So I get dressed up, raincoat, and I go on the roof. Shingles look perfect. There's nothing wrong with them. I even
you got
something. But I even tried to pull up the shingles because I had extra. The roof, it was replaced back in 18, and they had left extra. So I took a couple pieces up there thinking I can measure where it's at, and I measured where it was at. And I get to it, and I was just going to peel them up so I can shove up underneath it, and maybe it'd help it. I couldn't even move them. They were stuck together, all of them. I was trying to get my fingers underneath them, and I was like, okay. So they look perfect, which of course they're not because it's leaking, and they won't move. I can't even lift them up. So what's the problem? I don't know. And so, but when
it's not up at the ridge and coming down the top of that board.
See, that's what I thought. Maybe it's on the top of the board and you can't see it, and then it finally streams out.
Because if it's a flat area, the odds of that leaking without something being visible is pretty slim.
Yeah. But then I get back in the attic and I look at the ridge, and I'm got the flashlight, and there's nothing. There's no moisture. I put my hand up there, just touch it, just to make sure that I just can't see it. But water is the craziest thing of where it'll come in, and
you got to keep in mind water's going to take the easiest path every time.
Okay,
so you got to find that. I'm just telling you, it will take the easiest path every time
without ripping the roof off. I mean, it could be the ridge because it is one that's separated and it has the ridge cap, and then that's where the air flows through. I didn't see anything, and it was very annoying. But then I did, when I was on the roof, I've got gutters and I got trees, and they were just packed full of leaves. And right there at my garage, it dips down a little bit, and it was overflowing. And I thought maybe it was backfeeding into the soffit and fascia. It was coming in that way. But I have the soffit that has all the holes in it. And so you'd think if it did backfeed, it would just be dripping right out of that. So I don't know, man.
Don't know.
Trying to get up there in the rain. I was soaking wet when I got done. I cleaned out all of my gutters while I was up there. Wow, it's 7:13.
You better get to going.
I tell you what. Should we start the show?
We should start the show.
Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. Still a non-for-profit 501c3, there has never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I want to thank you for everything that you've given us. I hope that, anybody that's worried about what goes on today, you touch them on the shoulder and let them know it's going to be okay no matter the outcome. We still have you on our side, and that's all that matters. And so no matter what happens, keep them focused on moving forward, and that this nation will still remain the greatest nation in the world. But also anybody out there that needs help, the homeless, the sick, people with mental health, watch over them. They're the most important and could use you at all times. Watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks, you can give them a call at 870-508-1771. Ask them about respite care. If you're taking care of a loved one and you need a day off or two, they can help you with that. Because as Scooter always says,
got to take care of yourself first before you take care of others.
that's exactly right. And it's okay to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with it. Recharge them batteries.
Yep. I was going to say the same thing. If you don't recharge the batteries, you're not going to have any energy left.
Exactly. So give Hospice of the Ozarks a call, 870-508-1771. Let's hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Well, the Z-Team. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, give them a call, 870-405-0793. Realtors you'd recommend to a friend. We recommend them for their professionalism in the field and always staying up to date with all the rules and regulations that they try to throw at them. They're changing it all the time. You want somebody that knows what they're doing. That way you can get to that closing date on time. Isn't that right, Scooter?
That is right. They constantly change all the rules, all the regulations. Somebody's got to stay on top of it, and I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
If I was selling my house, I'm not going to be able to keep up with all the rules and regulations. So that's when you call the Z-Team, let them deal with the headaches. You just enjoy the ride.
That's exactly right. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team. Oh, look.
A lot of water. A lot of water going down there. Hold on, I'm going to switch over to this one.
That's the most I've seen in years.
Yeah.
That is a lot of water being pushed down there. Probably a good idea that you just let that river flow and don't mess with it for the next week or two, it looks like. That is a camera view brought to you by the Z-Team on back of their home. You can see these 24/7 at retiredarkansas.net. It's like I've said before, you wake up in the morning, you want to see what the weather's like outside, go to the Z-Team's website at retiredarkansas.net. Look at that flowing. It is swole, buddy.
Yeah, there is some water there.
Water is moving. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, go to their website. You can see all of their listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. The Z-Team is very involved with programs and events in the area. I mean, they live here too. And if you want to know about what it's like to live in the Ozarks, because you live out of state, out of town, give them a call, 870-405-0793. They'd be happy to talk to you about moving to our area and get you a lot of information about what it's like to live here. We absolutely love living here, don't we, Scooter?
Oh, I love it.
Absolutely love living in the Ozarks. And that is a beautiful area. Right now it's pretty flooded. A lot of rain.
Rivers are. You even look at, I was looking right now at down by Calico, the White River. It's at minor flood stage right now. They're expecting to get about 20 feet.
Wow.
So there's a lot of water moving down.
Yes, sir.
But at least it's not hitting any. Doesn't look. They're not predicting to hit anything major as far as a major flood. It's just minor flooding.
Yeah. Very good. But if you're pulling up to a low water bridge and it's over, I don't know what low water bridges usually
don't even have. Road.
If you can't see the road, let's say just say that. Turn around and go back. And my brother and I, we were coming back from Springfield. I just bought new tires for my truck, and we had taken a back road, and it wasn't a low water bridge per se. It's a creek bed crossing, and it was very low on one side. We were going through it, and it was barely up onto the tire. We get 3/4 of the way through it. What we didn't realize is where the main channel was dipped down. So when we got to that point, the front end of the truck goes under the water, comes back up, and all that water rushes over the hood, and it goes into the air intake and into the engine and shuts it down. And so now we're stuck in the middle of this thing. And we had to climb out and get a tow truck and pull it out. We should have just turned around. So let that be a warning to you if you're...
Turn around, don't drown.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, might take you a little bit longer to get to work, but you know what you do? You take a picture of it, you send it to the boss, and say, hey, I've got to find a different route. And that's okay. Anyway, The Z Team. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings, and these beautiful views of Cotter and the White River. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. In Mountain Home at 60, Harrison at 59, Batesville at 64, Yellowville at 61, Marshall at 66, Salem at 63, Mountain View at 66, Calico Rock at 60, West Plains, Missouri at 63, Springfield at 59, Poplar Bluff at 70, and St. Louis at 64. And look at the swath on the radar, stretching from South Texas, the border of Mexico, all the way up to the Great Lakes. As it passes through our state, it's covering the entire state as it crosses. So nobody is being left without a little bit of rain. You can see there's activity up in Iowa, Nebraska. Of course, it's snowing in Montana and parts of Wyoming and Utah and Idaho. But that right there is what's been going through the past day and a half, and it has created a lot of water. So be careful when you're out driving around, especially on the right side of the road. If you're on a 4-lane highway, buddy, it puddles up. I went through one yesterday, had me hydroplaning. Luckily, I had a good grip on the wheel because it wanted to pull me off to the right side of the road, and there would have been a nice wheel chuck on the curb. So just slow down and be careful. I should have slowed down. But you can see the activity that runs through the day. Let's just fast forward here. It looks like around 11 or 12, it starts to move out of the area. Yep, there we go. Get a little bit of reprieve. Showing iDrive Arkansas from Harrison down to Mena, Arkansas. They're showing flash flood warning. So it looks like like Scooter said earlier, it's flooding, but it's minor flooding, so we don't have to worry about houses being washed away. So that's a good thing. But from Harrison down to Mena, it looks like they could have some flash flood. National Weather Radar watches and warnings. You can see the warnings that it has in the north central part of Arkansas. We've got a flash flood watch. It's a watch, not a warning. But as you start to move west over where you've seen Harrison down to Mena, it's got a flash flood warning. 7-day forecast. Please hold. Today, now until 12 p.m. Tuesday, flood watch, 100%, 40%. Heavy rain, then a chance of thunderstorms. High of 66. Tonight, we got a low of 48, partly cloudy. Wednesday, high of 66, partly sunny. Wednesday night, we got a slight chance of thunderstorms at 20%, low of 51. Thursday, we've got a slight chance of showers at 20%, high of 64. Thursday night, we got a 30% chance of showers, low of 50. Friday, we've got a 30% chance of showers, high of 62. Friday night, 50% chance of showers, low of 53. Scooter, is it ever going to end?
No.
Let's see here. Friday night. So Saturday, showers likely. Chance of precipitation 70%. High in there 65.
Now you're getting so far out, nobody's even going to be able to predict that.
Not going to predict it.
Yeah,
Are
you guys
sure?
go way down there and go down for the whole next week. And
I
it's
do
like,
it. I
they're
want
going to be
to.
so far off.
Veterans Day, sunny with a high in there 68. There
All
you
right.
go. Norfolk Lake water level. It's at 558.16. Level is 6.16 feet above full pool. So that's a reversal. And they're shut down right now. Bull Shoals Lake water level is at 656.58. Level is 2.42 feet below full pool. And they're generating one minimum flow. I think that's going to change. Don't you, Scooter?
Probably, yeah.
Probably already has changed. And it just hadn't been updated on the site. Let's look at your weather, brought to you by the Z Team. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net. And with that, we'll take a break.
Come back with some community news.
Sounds good.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're at
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located at 4423 Highway 62 West in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You can't miss them. A sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands, buddy. They've got what you need. If you're doing a little farming, maybe just moving dirt.
One end to the other.
Yes, sir. A lot of implements and attachments you can see back there behind all of their tractors, buddy. They're just laid out everywhere.
RTVs,
Zero turns,
turn mowers. They keep a large inventory in stock all the time.
Definitely.
They really do.
And so you start to wonder, do they ever sell anything? And because
they
it's
sell
always
a
packed,
ton.
it's like, yeah, they just roll that stuff in and out.
Oh, trust me, they're selling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you can see the difference because sometimes there'll only be 4 or 5 New Hollands, the blue, you know what I mean? And a lot of the Kubotas. And then they'll disappear, and you're like, and then it'll come back, and there'll be 8 or 9 of them, and you can just see it. Parts and service, you need any kind of parts, they've got a huge parts department. Service department, you need to take your tractor in because one of your hydraulics goes out. No matter what it is, they can take care of it.
It's been a tractor store for many, 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 many years.
Many moons.
And they carry a lot of parts.
Definitely. You can give them a call, 870-425-3434. Go to ozarksfarmandlawn.com where you can see a lot of good deals at 0% APR for 84 months. But if you can get 0%, that's using somebody else's money for free. My dad said that was the best way to go. Keep money in your pocket. You've got these little BX 2380 with a box blade and loader, BX 23S. You got a L3302 with a loader and bucket, rotary cutter, and box blade. 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months with approved credit. Go by and see them today. Let's check out community news.
All right. What all you got over there?
Well, I got, it's election day, baby.
It is election day.
Polling locations will be open right now. In fact, in 1 minute. 7:30 to 7:30 p.m. at any of the following vote centers: Baxter County Training Center, Biggs Flat City Hall, Eastside Baptist Church, Fierce United Methodist Church, Henderson Fire Station, Lakeview Civic Center, Lone Rock Baptist Church, Norfolk Baptist Church, Northeast Lakeside Fire Station, Salesville City Hall, and the Good Shepherd Methodist Church. So It's here. Let's do this. Get out and vote. That's
That
right.
was in stereo.
I know, right? And we have the Mountain Home Lions Club annual auction. No, that's next week.
It is. It's coming.
Buddy, I tell you, that is next week, right? If I do my
Yep.
math right. November 11th through the 14th, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. nightly. You can watch right here on XL7-TV. And you can listen on KTLO 97.9. That'll also be on Facebook at the Mountain Home Lions Club page. You can call 870-425-2266 and bid at lionsclubauction.com. So there's many ways to do it. You want to go to lionsclubauction.com to register and get you a bidding badge.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
It really is.
Definitely. Over 500 items generously donated from local businesses. And this all money raised stays in the community, providing sight care and hearing-related services for those in need. So that's next week.
Awesome,
Let's do this.
awesome.
Let's get them a lot of
Bring it
money.
on.
Let's see here. This weekend. Knights of Columbus, Paul Bunyan Breakfast. Saturday, November 9th, serving 7:30 a.m. till 10:30 a.m. at the St. Peter the Fisherman Catholic Church at 249 Dryer Street here in Mountain Home. Proceeds will go to benefit the Twin Lakes Literacy Council. And all you care to eat, scrambled eggs, biscuits and gravy, pancakes, sausage links, coffee and juice, all brought to your table on china and silverware. You can get it to go. $9 for adults, $4 for children under 12, and children under 5 eat for free. Good breakfast this Saturday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so. And the LEY American Legion Auxiliary is hosting the first annual Day of Remembrance on Sunday, November 10th at 1 p.m. in the afternoon at the American Legion Post 52 at 717 Market Street in Mountain Home. And so that'll be good for Veterans Day. You can make a donation, send the veteran's name, your name, and the amount of donation to LEY American Legion Auxiliary. You can call 870-431-8046. What do you think? You got any community news?
I don't. I'm good.
All right. We're going to take a break and come back with the Baxter County Judge, Kevin Litty.
Be right back.
All right.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge. Good morning, sir.
Morning, guys. How's it going?
Good. Happy birthday.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate it.
Did you do anything special?
No, I didn't. I was, I was off last week. I went on a little trip, and yesterday was my first day back to work, so it was very busy, as you can imagine. Of course, quorum court night, we had to move it up a day because election day is today. And so anyway, got home last night, and my wife's like, sorry, I didn't make it much of a birthday for you. I said, it's all right. At my age, you don't worry about that stuff.
We really don't anymore.
You don't, no.
You get to a certain point, you don't even really need a present. You just maybe make me a nice meal or,
Yeah, she asked me yesterday, said, do you want me to cook for you? I said, no, I had quorum court last night. I didn't get home till about 7:30, so anyway, just another day.
At least you got the trip last week.
Yeah, we had a good trip. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So we was needing it. So
you're right. And have you ever not worked on your birthday?
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either.
I've worked with lots of people over the years that take a personal day or a vacation day on a birthday. I don't think I've ever done that.
I don't think I have either, unless it fell on a Sunday. Otherwise, I'm at work on your birthday.
Yeah.
But you're right. You get to a certain age, and people ask, "What do you want for your birthday?" Nothing. I'm good.
Yeah.
I've got everything I could want.
Yeah,
unless you want to go buy me a 1967 Mustang Fastback, I'm good.
I'd take that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's so exactly. Well, happy birthday. Yeah. 35 now, right?
Yeah, 35. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's very good. Women say 29, we say 35. Very good. Well, last night you had the quorum court meeting. Like I said, you moved it up a day because of the election day, which was a smart move. Anything we need to know about? Anything that happened?
It was normal business last night. Appropriated some funds here and there. Approved our 2025 budget.
Good.
I know that was a big relief for our treasurer to get that done. She's been working hard on that, along with all the elected officials and the county. In the last few years, when I've been involved with quorum court and in my second year as judge, that's always it seems like a real strong goal of the county to get that done as quickly as possible. It went smooth. County's solid, and look forward to another good year ahead of us.
Definitely. How long does it take to go through a budget like that? That's a good sized budget. A lot of working parts.
We started. This is November. We started in probably September. Going over some preliminary stuff. Yeah.
So you're talking 2 or 3 months to get that.
Well, it's you work on it slowly too. That way it's not a rush. So
yeah. And it goes by what you've seen in the past as what future would hold, or is it what was brought in this year that you can spend next year? How does that work?
Well, you always take the existing budget and set your new one next to it, and and see where you need to increase. And a goal of mine, because a big responsibility of mine is road and bridge, and a goal of mine is to keep trying to get the funding, all the funding I can get for road and bridge, because if I can improve that department, I can improve the county. And but that's hard to do because it's self-funded, through tax and turnback money. But anyway, it's a lengthy process, but it's not as difficult as some might think it is. Yeah.
Sure. Well, and with COVID happening and the drop in revenue through taxes throughout the country, I don't think we really saw that.
We didn't see it. We saw an increase in Baxter County, and since COVID, it's been rising ever since.
And that's something.
It is. It really is.
I think it's a testament to our area and that it brings in a lot of tourism, for one.
Yes, it does.
And that tourism is helping to pave our roads.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's nice to have that. Which, like the community center was passed, and I think it's going to be a great thing. It's going to bring in a lot of revenue, a lot of people to the area through what goes on at the community center from outside our area, and they're going to stay in our hotels and eat at our restaurants, stuff like that. I was glad to see that passed. I was a proponent for it. I thought it was a great idea. Like seeing that we are moving forward. We are growing, but at a pace that we can handle.
Exactly.
It's not too much at one time.
Exactly.
But the addition of that I thought was really great. But at the quorum court meeting, I guess maybe there was something that wasn't talked about, but you kind of want to talk about a little bit about the airport.
Yeah. So the airport has been it's been a lot of controversy in my job in the first 2 years, and really the only controversy in my job, and I don't like it, but I'm here to. I took this job, and I'm gonna stay in the middle of it and do what I think is right. And there's a there's a hangar out there in question that's been occupied for now 4.5 years since it was completed, and the terms of that hangar lease was agreed to back in 2017. And there's never been a lease written for that hangar based off the terms that was given to the occupants of it. And I stand firmly on believing that we need to abide by them terms given to that company that put personal funds into that hangar. And so that's been a big challenge ahead of the county judge's office, and shouldn't be, because it was the terms were given. The agreement and the terms were given way before I got here.
Who did the terms?
Well, the existing commission back in 2017, and the previous judge, Mickey Prendergrass, gave it his blessing. And it should have been a written lease signed based off them terms before I got here.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. So
the terms are made. It's even documented.
It's documented.
And then they put the money into this hangar.
Yes.
Quite a bit of money. But then no signatures on the dotted line.
There was never an official lease written after it was completed. Should have been. There wasn't, and it's.
So you're going to right the wrong.
Yeah, it's I take a lot of blame for that, but it was handed to me. Unfortunately, it was handed to me. I don't like the position I've been put in, but I think I've got to do what's right for the county.
I would say if you've got written from the commission and agreed to by the other party. Mm-hmm. How is that not good to move forward?
Well, to me it is, and I think we have to stand that ground, and legal counsel on my behalf thinks it is too, and so I'll be. So
you've consulted legal counsel about this?
Well, the county attorney David Efford, yes, and other and attorneys in the AAC, which is Association of Arkansas Counties in Little Rock. I've got some advice from them, but anyway, it's just it's something that's that I inherited. It's tremendous turmoil between the county judge's office and the airport commission, but we're going to get through it.
Sure.
We're going to get through it.
Yeah. So. Well, it sounds like you've done the research on it. You know what happened then that should have happened, and now you're going to make it happen because it should happen.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Yeah. I think that came out right.
But I got a good job. Got people, good people all around me. We all work together. All of us elected officials work together. This is just an issue that's got to be taken care of, and we'll get through it.
Yeah, definitely. Very good. Well, it's election day. Scooter and I have been bringing it up ever since the early voting came to be. And one of the things I wanted to ask you personally, you've been through an election. I've never talked to anybody about what it's like going through the day of, waiting for the numbers to come in, and how apprehensive, excited. What was your feeling when you went through it?
Well, it's hard to explain it. I think it was harder on my wife though than it was me when we did it.
She's excited for you.
Oh yeah, a lot of tension, a lot of anxiety. Of course, ready to get it over with. But it was. I don't look forward to going through that again. But I know I faced that in a couple of years, possibly.
You do?
But I don't look forward to it.
Yeah, unless you run unopposed.
Unopposed. Yeah, there you go.
But that's you don't know what it's like until you're the candidate and you're sitting there waiting for and it seems like 7:30 to 7:30 isn't a long time. 12 hours in a day, but every minute, every second is going by probably slow for you because you're just like sitting there waiting until you finally get those numbers in, and you want to win, and sometimes people don't. It happens. It's whether or not they're gonna pull up their big boy pants and just move on. But you did win, and we think you've been doing a very good job.
Well, I've been trying to do what the people expect me to do.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I saw was and I'm looking at a picture of it, was fixing up the courthouse.
Yeah.
When we talked about the simple things like those steps. Every time I went in there to vote, which we've got different polling places. But every time I'd go into the vote, which is usually when I was there, and you'd see bricks of it falling off concrete, and I'm like, why don't they fix this? So it's good to see that you've done those things.
Well, we got a little more ahead of us. We're going to keep plugging away at it. So,
Definitely, yeah. Do we have a last break? Because I'm so off on this show that
we do need one more.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more from Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge.
Experience the best in Mexican dining. Litty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Litty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Litty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Litty's in Gassville.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Kevin Litty, the Baxter County Judge. We're talking about voting and your election and just how you felt about it during the day of. But early voting looks good. Half of the county has voted.
It's crazy how many people got voted, but that's how it needs to be every election.
It should be. And that's it. I'm hearing reports of everywhere it's like that.
Yeah.
It's record breaking how many people are early voting.
That's good. I'm ready to get it over with, and so we can talk about something else for sure.
Tell me about it. Well, when at work, people would come in and look at an RV and they'd say, "I'm gonna wait till after the election." And I'm like, "Why?" I mean, the world's not going to end. We want it to go.
We sure hope not.
No kidding. But yeah, it's just good to see people doing their civic duty. It's good to see that more people are voting than ever have in 2020. It was record breaking. I think it'll be even more so.
Yeah, it looks like
this go around.
Looks like it's going to be.
So registration is up, especially with Gen X, Gen Z. I'm Gen X. Their registration is up. So that's good to see that younger people are taking it seriously, because every vote does count.
It does.
I look back at the 2000 race, Bush and Gore, and it came down to Florida. Remember the hanging Chad? and it went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he ended up winning like 320 votes.
Yeah.
You don't remember the hanging
I don't
Chad?
really remember that, no.
That back then, so you had to punch a hole through who you wanted.
Okay.
And what was happening is it didn't go through the paper, and so it would just be a little pinhole.
Oh.
And so people were thinking, well, you didn't even vote for a president then. And it was because the Chad didn't come totally out.
Exactly. Yeah.
Simple things. I tell you what, they always find something. But it's very close. In some areas, I think it's going to come down to a few thousand votes. So that's why it's important. You know, you have a lot of people that register and then never vote. I think it's going to change this time. So, have you voted?
I have.
Me too.
I voted the first week. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
I did it on
about day 3, I think it was.
Yeah, I did it on Friday. Carla did it on Saturday. Since 2000, I have voted in every election. I think it's important that you do. So it's just good to see that people got out early. Today is going to be interesting, to say the least. Like I said to Scooter earlier, I'm going to be glued to my phone most of the day. We got 10 minutes left, and I'm going to be looking again. So, but yeah. All right, so let's talk about the rain that's come through. What's the report of the county? How's it going?
So it's been hard on our roads for sure, as you can expect, and you know, it's going to create more problems the way it's raining now. You know, it's just something we deal with in the type of terrain we live in. You know, it's going to be hard on our roads, but I had a few calls yesterday. Said, "Hey, my road's washed out," and I said, "I know yours is one of many, and you know, just as soon as we can, we'll start fixing them. But we can't start in weather like this. You know,
it keeps going,
so,
and
you can't go out and start grading mud. So, but anyway, we'll get on it. We'll get them fixed. If we have to put in a little extra time, we'll do that. But we'll get them fixed."
Any roads that people should watch out for that you know
You
of
know,
that should go around?
Our OEM put out a couple yesterday. I'm not sure what they were exactly. I had a very busy day yesterday, so but I do know I think he issued a couple places that was maybe trouble spots. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, OEM, would you be able to find something they might have put out on the website?
You might have put something out.
Departments. Let's see, OEM 911.
Yeah.
That gives us. There's got to be maybe somewhere on there that they'll have locations, or you can give them a call. The OEM director.
Absolutely.
870-424-6119. Scooter and I were talking about it. You know, you come to some of these low water bridges or just creek beds, and you can't tell. You might start in it and it's, you know, barely up on the tires, but you get to the actual creek bed that dips down.
You never know what's happened before you get there.
Exactly. So. And it happened to me. My brother and I were coming down a dirt road, and it ended up flooding over the top of my truck, got into the engine, stalled the motor, and we ended up walking out of the water and having a tow truck pull it out. But it could have been worse. It could have been that we got in there and it pushed us off down the creek. And so you want to be very careful. And it's good that when we were doing the weather earlier, that right now we got watches, flood watches. It's minor flooding, even though when you drive past an area, and I did going to work, and the whole right side of the road was flooded over a road and into a parking lot was nothing but water.
Yeah.
So it's could be dangerous. Just be careful when you're out there. I guess you've got some grants and construction going on.
Well, you know, we're still working on our health department, and we're trying to get some grants. And you know, we talked last night about the Casey House. We're trying to get a grant to do some rehab on the old Casey House down by the fairgrounds. And
so, what's the people that don't know? What's the Casey House? It's that little. Is it like a yellow?
Don't get me lying on the color.
I know, right?
But it sits right there on Wade Street. It's fenced off right there in front of the fairgrounds by the exhibit buildings. But it was I think Baxter County's first courtroom. But you know, it's you know, got some the historical society is, you know, they got a lot of people that's very interested in that, and we're looking at getting some grant money to start rehabbing that. And we voted last night to set aside some money, a little more than what it's going to take to start the first rehab. But wanted to have more there, have a little extra there in case we needed it. But you know, we hadn't got that grant yet, but I feel pretty confident we will get it, and so does the. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. Can't think of his name that's working on it with us, but he feels confident we'll get the grant money to do that. They pay like 2/3 of it. So
yeah. So what do you rehab? Yeah, it's like replacing the roof.
The roofs, and it's disrepair. It's leaking. It needs some foundation work. It just I went in it recently, and the first time I'd ever been in it, and it's
have rolling floors.
It's not too bad. Really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course it's had a little repair work done to it over the years, but the roof is bad, but the foundation needs some work. But anyway, we'll slowly do it with some grant money, And when the guy was here, I got to talking to him about our handicap ramp that goes in the courthouse, and he said I can get you 100% of the money, and I was prepared to, as I've been doing, some rehab and stuff around the courthouse, I was prepared to pay for that with our money. He said I can get you 100% to pay for that handicap ramp. It'll probably take a little longer to get it done, waiting on their money, but I'll wait on his money, and
then you can use those funds to something else.
Then use my money elsewhere. So anyway, that's the only entrance we hadn't redone at the courthouse is a handicap ramp. So anyway, working on that, but it means a lot to a lot of people, the history of the county. So
yeah. Well, that was in a different area, wasn't it? That house.
It was.
They moved it to the.
It was. It was in that location. But not in the exact location it's sitting in. I can't tell you. It was in that general location though.
Yeah, very good. Well, I got to go back to it. The elections today, everything seems to be going smoothly. Everybody's ready.
I was talking to Ken, the court clerk, yesterday. It's went smoothly, but I can assure you, them girls are ready to get this over with. And we all the early voting's been at the Methodist Church. And my long-term plans on for the county is to one day have our own voting center instead of using the church to do it. That way we can have a more secured facility that we're over in charge of and can maintain. But that's a long-term goal of mine, is to have our own voting center one day.
Sure, but everybody is ready and staffed. They've got all the volunteers they need.
Absolutely, and they said it's worked very well for them this year. So there's several voting places open today, and I can't even name them all.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
That's all of them right there. 11 stations. We'll say them again. We got Baxter County Training Center, Big Flat City Hall, Eastside Baptist Church, First United Methodist Church, Henderson Fire Station, Lakeview Civic Center, Lone Rock Baptist Church, Norfolk Baptist Church, Northeast Lakeside Fire Station, Salesville City Hall, and the Good Shepherd Methodist Church. A lot of churches.
That'll make it easy for folks to get out and do their duty today.
Yeah. Can you remember the first election you ever voted in?
No, but I know I was not not afraid to say it. I didn't vote a lot until I became a police officer. But and a lot of that stuff affected me, or could affect me, as a police officer in the city of Mountain Home. And I say I've probably voted every election since probably the early '90s. I know. So
yeah. Mine was Bush Gore, 2000. Yeah. I turned 18 in '97, so really it was the first one I could vote in.
I'd say since '93 or '4, somewhere in there, I voted in every election. So.
Yeah. It's just it feels good to do it. Scooter, how about you? Do you remember the first time?
I couldn't tell you the first time.
Y'all are old.
I couldn't tell you. Was there electricity?
I hope so. Yeah.
Kidding.
What? You voted already?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
First week.
Yep.
Got it done.
Good. Well, I hope that everybody that is registered to vote goes vote. Hopefully, we see 80%, 90% of registered voters actually get out and cast their ballot. I think it's very important. Every vote does matter. Every vote does count. And so I just say, good luck to the candidates tonight. The issues. There's 3 issues on the ballot. Don't know which way they're going to go. You don't hear a lot about that stuff sometimes. We've got the lottery and allowing that money to go towards Votex and which I thought was a good thing.
Yeah.
You got the one about casinos and the other one about marijuana.
Yeah. So that was struck down by a higher court. So they won't even count the votes on the marijuana one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Prior to it was struck down. So yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So that vote don't matter.
Nope, doesn't matter. They won't count them votes for that issue. So.
I wonder what it'll come out though.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, it won't matter, I guess, in changing the law, but will it matter of showing public opinion about it and whether or not they even try again? So, but we got about a minute left. What do you think?
It's been a good year too for me as a Baxter County judge. Look forward to the next 2 years ahead of us. I think a lot of good things are to come for Baxter County with the growth and financial situation stays like it is, you'll see a lot of good things happen in Baxter County, and I look forward to it.
Most definitely. So, I mean, 2 years from now, you're pretty sure you're going to run again?
I intend on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never know. 2 years from now, he might be like, you know what, I'm retiring. No, you never can tell. Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it. We hope that the county doesn't run into any problems with the rain that's still continuing to fall. But, yeah, we appreciate you and the work that you all do.
Thanks.
All right. Y'all have a great day. Get out and vote. It's time. Let's do this.